All right, this is going to be a little bit different, guys. This is my first time recording or streaming on Twitch, so I'm going to do a little introduction before I begin my class. My name's Gloria Jewell. I'm a 200-hour certified yoga instructor, personal trainer, and nutrition coach. I mostly teach power yoga flows in a ladder version where we start out in a vinyasa. We add on one move and continue adding until we have several moves. So it can really work up the heart and the muscles, stretch out the body. I call it functional fitness and flexibility. I also like to add in some arm balance techniques into into uh, at least one into my workouts. So you'll notice that I do get tongue tied a lot. So just bear with me. Um, like I said, this is my first video, but I have around 80 videos on YouTube. So if you search Warrior Yoga and Training on YouTube, you can find me there. I also teach here at Yoga Den Crossroads in Yulee, Florida. They have several other classes you can take here, um, different levels, um, Yoga Nidra, Yoga Mind Body, the Power Flow, Hot Power. So I'm done explaining who I am and what I do, so let's just get right into it. This is going to be a quick core workout, so I'm going to try to make this for just about 20 minutes. Go ahead and set my timer so I know where I'm at. We'll go ahead and warm up. Come to a tabletop position, hands directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips. You really want to pull your core in here. Now, I'm going to explain some things. When you do core workouts, it's always important to tuck your tailbone. When I say tuck your tailbone, it means do this. When I say tilt it up, it means do this. So when you tuck your tailbone under when you're laying on your back, it provides stabilization for your low back and it also flexes the lower abdominal muscles. So you always want to remember to try to keep that low back planted into the floor. All right, so we'll go ahead and start in spinal balance here. Go ahead and lift the right arm forward and the left leg back. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Extend and come to neutral spine. We'll take that on the other side. Left arm forward, right leg back. Really flex the glutes, flex the quad. Bring that bicep right beside the ear and then exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Extend. Whew, keep your balance. Exhale, knee to elbow. Extend and come to neutral position. So from here, we're going to warm up just a little bit more and take a modified plank on the right side. So your hand's going to be directly under your shoulder. Tilt your fingers out slightly towards the corner of the mat. Rotate your right leg out off the mat and bring your left leg out to the side, flexing your core, flexing your quad, pointing your toes. Now bring the left arm overhead. Inhale and then exhale, elbow to knee. Squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Extend, elbow to knee. Extend, elbow to knee. Extend. I'll drop the left hand down, come back to a neutral tabletop here, and we'll just do the same thing on the left side. So plant down into that left hand, tilt the left foot out, right foot up, right arm up, right arm overhead. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Plant the hands, come back to a neutral tabletop. Now just begin to walk the knees back and come down onto the belly. Hands underneath the shoulders. Pull the shoulders back. Push your pelvic triangle into the floor so you're tilting your tailbone under again. Forehead to the mat. Inhale, exhale, lift. Don't use your hands here. Use your low back. Lower. Extend. Lower. Extend. Lower. Extend. Just warming up the low back here. Lower. Extend. Lower. Now tuck the toes under, push down into the fingers, and push up to your plank. So in your plank pose, I teach a very high plank, so we're constantly working on the core. You want to have your fingers tilted out towards the corners of your mat, coming out of your shoulders, flexing your chest, tilting your tailbone under, pulling your belly into your spine. So you're always working your core here. So we'll just hold for a second, warming up the core. Breathe. Now push back to a down dog. Now this is where I say tilt your tailbone up. By tilting your tailbone up, you really work into lengthening those hamstrings. Claw into the mat, pull the belly in, let the head hang heavy, shoulders open down the back. Now from here, right leg lifts. Inhale, exhale, bring the right knee to the right tricep. Really push down like you're in a high plank. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Really come on to those back toes. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Now from here, hold this. You're going to inhale and lower down. Don't touch the ground here. Really keep your knee pulled in tight to your chest, and then just lift, pushing down in the hands using the core. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Three-legged dog, down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Push down through the hands, flex the core. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lower. Extend. Lower. Extend. Lower. Extend. Lower. Extend. Lower. Extend. Three-legged dog. Come to down dog. Come down onto the knees. Give the wrists a little break here. So we've begun warming up the core pretty good here. The front side. Now let's come down onto the stomach. And we'll begin to work the core, the back of the core, a little more. So push that pelvic triangle down into the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Just lower the head down towards the mat. Extend the hands back. Zip the feet up together. And just lift the legs here. Hold. Lower the legs. Now I'm going to lift my hands, my shoulders, and my head, and reach my hands back towards my toes. So it's basically the same thing we were doing with the hands underneath the shoulders, except without the hands. Can't cheat here. Lower down. Now we're going to lift everything up. Zip the feet up. Lift up as high as you can. Keep that Ujjayi breath going. Keep the pelvic floor and low belly pulled in. Lower down. Tuck the toes under. Rise back up to your plank. Now from here you can modify. We'll come back to the modified side plank. You would like to left hand and rotate it down and through the right arm and the right knee. Now for more of a challenge, you take side plank, full side plank. From here, your hips aren't dropped, really raised, working that oblique muscle. And you twist. You can stagger your feet here, come down. This will take some arm strength. Challenge yourself even more. Lock your weight. Bring it up. Inhale, exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the block to the side. Come down on your knees. Shake it out for a second. It is a little rough on the wrists. Rotate them around. Already getting my heart rate up there. So go ahead and take your modified side plank, or your side plank with the block. Stagger your feet. Lift your hips up. Hand underneath the shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale. Rotate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kind of fell out of that one a little bit. Come down onto your back. You can bring your feet out in front about hips distance. Bottoms of the feet flat on the floor. You can stay here if you feel it working in your core. You can lift your arms out in front. Make sure you're leaned back slightly. Make sure you keep your chin tucked where it feels like you have an apple between your chin and your chest. Chest is open and lifted. Stay here or lift one foot at a time. Coming into boat. If you're good here, go ahead and lift up to high boat pose. Hold. Lower down. Keep that low back on the floor. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lower all the way down. So we work the first side. Now we'll switch back. We did the obliques. So come back down onto the belly. And if you'd like, you can use blocks if you know you have a pretty strong back and arms. So we'll do basically the same thing we did a second ago, but we're going to add some movement in. So bring your forehead down, put your pelvic triangle down, lift your feet, grab your blocks, lift your hands and your head, hold. Now extend your arms forward. Now open your legs, bring your arms back. Exhale, inhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Go ahead and push back into a child's pose for a second. Stretch that low back out. Go ahead and rise up. We'll work those obliques again. So you can do this with weights, without weights, feet on the floor or feet raised. So of course this is going to be the easiest way to do it here. And just twist, your chest slightly lean back. The next progression will be feet lifted. And then you can use a block or 2 blocks. So here we go. You're going to twist from side to side. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down and rest for a second. Extend the arms up overhead. Now from here, what we're going to do is lift the feet. Tilt that tailbone under so the back stays in the floor. Can hold here. Raise the arms up overhead. We're just going to come together. So that's going to be the easiest way. You can bring a block in your hands. You can bring a block under your feet, in between your feet. So I'm going to do both. Inhale here. Exhale. Get it in a minute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Slowly lower down. Bring your feet about 6 inches off the floor. Keep your shoulders lifted. Hold. Bring the block forward and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Whew. Whew. So from here, we'll just go ahead and begin stretching out the core. So come down onto your stomach. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Push the pelvic triangle into the mat. Just lift up here. You always want to stretch out the muscles that you work and work the front side and the back sides of the muscles equally. If you work the core, front of the core, and never work the back and never stretch, your body will begin to close up. Your posture will become rounded. And that's something that nobody wants. So from here, go ahead and push into the hands if you can. Come back down onto the elbows. Push back into your child's pose. Knees together, knees apart, feet together. Now, if you really want to stretch out the front of the core, I'm still working on my wheel. If you know you don't have wheel or back bend in your practice, just go ahead and come to bridge pose. So lay down onto your back, bring your feet in, hips distance, hips width. Make sure you can touch your heels. Push your palms down into the mat and your heels and lift your hips. So you can stay here, or you can begin, lower your hips, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, fingers pointed out. That's our 20 minutes, almost done. So you slightly point the fingers outwards. Now from here, I'm going to push into my feet, lift my hips, push into my hands, and come up on top of my head. From here, push down into all four limbs, lift up. Let the head hang. From here, push your head through your arms and hold. Go ahead and lower down. Bring those knees back into the chest. Extend. You can take Vata. I suggest at least 5 minutes of your day. I hope this workout has been helpful to you. Stay strong, warriors. Namaste.